Hello and welcome back to Alternative Programming, the show where we take a topic and then we talk about it. I'm your host, Jackuwarz. Gameplay in the background is more of my lost Mario Kart 8 Deluxe footage of races I did with the Gaming Master Guys back in 2018. As always, John has his own perspective of these races, well, these earlier ones. Not this one though, the next one though will have it, with the live commentary, which I'll have in the link down in the description. Which, like I said, that'll start the next gameplay thing. Last part we went over my retrospect with the Mario series, and this time I'm going to be recalling my history playing the Donkey Kong games. So for this story we gotta go back to the very beginning, even back before Mario Kart 64, which is my first Mario Kart game, first Mario game actually. I gotta go way back to my first ever video game, which is Diddy Kong Racing / Daytona USA, but Diddy Kong Racing, because that would be the first form of Donkey Kong game. It didn't star Donkey Kong, but it was related in a way. Is that Diddy Kong? It was my childhood game. I enjoyed every second out of Diddy Kong Racing, and I still do today. That's a phenomenal game with amazing music, great gameplay, might I add. It's very fun to master the game's mechanics and the karts, the way they drive, and just put down very fast lap times. There's also a lot of advanced techniques that you can learn and just get faster with the game. You can just do that spam the A button technique to go faster. You can master using the zippers by not you hit the zippers without hitting the gas pedal. Oh, so good to drive around the tracks in Diddy Kong Racing. It's very fun. And the adventure mode, top notch. There's been games, well, not really any games that are like kart racers have ever done what Diddy Kong Racing has done. Maybe Crash Team Racing and its remake Nitro Fueled. They had a single player, but for what Diddy Kong Racing did for the Nintendo 64, and what Rare did for that system also, having these amazing banger second party titles, it was amazing. So it took me until I was, to complete Diddy Kong Racing, I had to have been at least 6 years old when I finally defeated Wizpig in Future Funland for the first time. So that would be how it would beat Wizpig. That's my later stories with Diddy Kong Racing. You know, once I was able to actually play it sentiently and stuff. So for every happy beginning, there's a sad ending to this, because I think while me and Jamie were really young, Jamie did have this wooden horse toy thing she would ride around. I'll have an image on screen. And I think our Diddy Kong Racing cartridge was on the floor nearby this thing, and then Jamie rode the horse toy around, and then it crushed the cartridge, resulting, in its destruction. So after that, I wouldn't get a chance to play Diddy Kong Racing until the game got remade for the DS in 2007. There I would pick up the game and I would play through it again, reliving all my past glories of playing Diddy Kong Racing on the N64. But I guess there's mixed opinions about the game's remake on the DS, and well, my opinion on it, I do like customizing your kart, giving it paint jobs, different body frames for the wing and the spoiler. I guess the main look of the kart too. Being able to customize your own track was great. It's also fun to just make a very simple circle just to unlock the, I think you need the TT amulet. You gotta do that 4 times on your custom tracks. It was very fun to just cheese that. No, I'm kidding. Well, maybe some sort of design overlook or something. But yeah, besides that, the game is very little left to be desired, you could say, because it's just like a Mario Kart DS, but on the DS hardware there isn't much they can do to liven up the gameplay. I felt like the music wasn't as good as the renditions from the N64. Like they felt a lot more quiet, I should say. But there's some fun to be had in the DS remake. Like I said, the custom tracks and the customizable vehicles. That's always great. That's something that the game will on the N64 will never have. Of course, you can mod it. But that's pretty much how my time with Donkey Kong games has started. It's through Diddy Kong Racing, because in 2003, just looking at my notes, that's what it's telling me. That's a rough guesstimate. Not for certain that it was that year, but let's just roll with 2003. My brother came over to visit, you know, well after he moved out, and he brought over Donkey Kong 64. And so we were going to play that, but unfortunately my N64 did not have the expansion pack. So I think the same day he visited, we went to GameStop, and then he just bought me a expansion pack so we could play Donkey Kong 64. And as soon as I did, I liked it. I liked the DK rap. Gives a good introduction to all the Kongs. And then there's some pre-existing save files, probably my brother's somewhere. Either the save files that were on there when he bought the cartridge, somewhere. I'm not sure, but there's save files. I enjoyed going onto them save files and just messing around, running around DK aisles. I didn't really do much exploration because, yeah, I'm playing the game not from the very start, so of course I wouldn't know where to be going. Where did this save file leave off? So I would just take whatever Kong that was unlocked. Sometimes save files didn't have any of the Kongs unlocked, and just run around DK aisles with the moves. Then eventually, I think it might have been in New Jersey at the time. This is in maybe the year after, because my brother, I don't know if this was intentional or not. He left his cartridge with me, so pretty much he just gave me Donkey Kong Country, not Country 64. And so New Jersey, I let one of my friends there borrow the game. And he had a little brother delete the save file from my cartridge. So no more running around DK aisles with Lanky, Chunky, or Tiny, or Diddy. He just got rid of them all. I don't know. Of course, there's no telling what these kids, what little kids are thinking about deleting save file. I mean, I've kind of been guilty about that, but at least I knew. But why delete someone else's save file? That's not cool. Anyways, so with none of them save files, now I can't do any of that. That was around the time where now I'm gonna have to unlock all this stuff myself, or not, because I was still very young at that time, and I didn't want to go into some of them dark areas, because not only that, some of these areas are pretty creepy, like when you're in a cave or so. And some of the enemies too, they're pretty they can get you pretty good. But I was playing Donkey Kong 64 on a very dark TV, where if I'm in a dark cave and it's really dark, then my TV made it even more dark. So that didn't really make things very helpful. I do have some footage. I don't know if this is gonna be a video in the future, but pretty much take this cable converter gameplay of it, and that's pretty much what my experience playing Donkey Kong 64 in its heyday was like. Almost heyday, maybe 5 years after the game came out. So that was Donkey Kong 64. Maybe it might have taken me until 2008, 2009 to finally complete the entire game. I did my first run through. I did the fatal mistake in not collecting the banana medals in Hideout Helm while you're deactivating the Blastomatic, because not getting those banana medals in the Hideout Helm, that stops you from 100%ing the game, which involves a unlocking some hidden cutscenes where K-Lumsy's swimming DK Isles with all the Kongs. And I think like the audition cutscene too, you also needed 100% in order to get that cutscene as well. So that's my early history of Donkey Kong 64. Of course, I can mention the playthrough I would do for that in 2015. That's kind of, the rest is history. Although I do want to say thank you guys if you're watching this and you've subscribed because of those Donkey Kong 64 videos. I just want to say thank you. That means a lot to me. To be fairly honest, fully honest, actually. But we're gonna move things along here. I mentioned Diddy Kong Racing, 2007, but the year before that, in 2006, is when I first got exposed to the game Donkey Kong Country 3. And this is the remake on the Game Boy Advance. Not really a remake, they didn't redo the entire game, but the remaster on the Game Boy Advance. And so my mom had a friend, she had a Game Boy Advance. It was a SpongeBob themed one, and that's how I was able to play some GBA games. Among those are, yeah, Donkey Kong Country 3. We also had a few Nickelodeon collection games. There's one SpongeBob side-scroller game, more like a puzzle platformer, where you're running around getting this to do that kind of game. And then there's another, there's a Nickelodeon kind of crossover game where you're taking pictures of other Nickelodeon characters, kind of like Pokemon Snap. And there's also robot characters as well. That part I kind of felt was a bit creepy, seeing these weird renditions of some of the characters and robots. That's besides the point here. With my time playing Donkey Kong Country 3 on the GBA, I was able to complete most of the areas. I think I completed all the levels. I had to use that main menu cheat where they give you maybe 100 lives, and I must have burnt through at least half of them. Because by the end of it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna run out of cheat lives. This is insane. I was able to defeat the very final boss, last one, and I think the last bits of gameplay that I didn't 100% were collecting some more banana fairies, and that would have gotten me a few more upgrades. I'm not quite sure what they would have been. And I think there's these memory puzzles that if I completed those, maybe I would have gotten the rest of the banana fairies. But that's about it for Donkey Kong Country 3. I was able to play the game again through the Wii Virtual, the Virtual Console on the Wii, through the Wii Shop channel, a year later, but I didn't get as far as I did in the GBA version. Although I did get to that bonus area, I just didn't complete all of those levels and get all the DK coins. And so that was Donkey Kong Country 3. I could come back to that game and play it, along with the first two games as well, because all three of the games are available on Switch Online. You can play those on the Switch Online Super Nintendo collection. Alright, so going past 2007, where we mentioned Diddy Kong Racing DS already. 2008. Oh yep, that's the year I played Super Nintendo Donkey Kong Country 3. 2009, we're going to that. It was my birthday that year. My dad got me Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. I did this in my last recording too. Anyways, yeah, second recording again. Second was always better than the first one, apparently. But my knowledge of Donkey Kong Jungle Beat stems before its re-release on the Wii. You'd have to go to maybe 2005. I was injecting myself with a lot of information from Nintendo games from around that time, thanks to the help of IGN. Yeah. In 2005, around that time, I was heavily leaning on IGN for gaming news. I would just watch all their gameplay videos at that time. Maybe a review if they did have that. about the Nintendo games. Those including Mario Power Tennis, Star Fox Assault, Mario Kart DS, New Super Mario Bros. DS, Dance Dance Revolution, Mario Mix, a few games. Half of those games I did end up buying, and then another half, yeah, okay, that's cool, but I didn't buy like a Dance Dance Revolution, Mario Mix. And so, my early impressions with Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, I was very intrigued by the gameplay that you do in the bosses, where you're just attack barraging the boss once you get him dizzy. To be honest, I kind of wish that I did play Jungle Beat for my channel a lot later, maybe in sometime in 2015 or 16, because doing it in 2011 there weren't nearly as many memes to play around with, so I didn't I didn't have any of the knowledge of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure to meme out to the game, but maybe not. That's a blessing in disguise. I would have definitely went into some oversaturated territory there, but just know that you can't go 1 second without thinking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure if you play Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, because there's a lot of moments where it's just like that. That's pretty much that for Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. I played it a few times, or I think I 100%ed it 2 times. One of those is including my time when I played through the game back in 2011, and it was an alright game. A little repetitive in some areas, and then challenging in some other areas as well. Having to micromanage every banana you collect, so that way you have enough by the end of the whole world level, so you can get the bonus. So moving on from 2009, we're going to 2011. That's when I started playing some of the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games. Just like with Jungle Beat, I did see gameplay of Mario vs. Donkey Kong on the GBA, just like with the other games I've mentioned that I've seen through IGN. But unfortunately, I didn't have that much time to actually play the game. I did play a demo of the game at a store one time, but it won't take until 2000 and, well, not counting times I've played the game on an emulator, but it won't take me until 2020 to actually play an authentic release of Mario vs. Donkey Kong from the GBA. But getting back to its other games that came out after it, I played Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2 March of the Minis in, maybe it was 2010, but in my notes I have it as 2011. I think I had one friend at middle school in 8th grade. I had him borrow I lent him my copy of Thousand Year Door just to play this game. I think we exchanged the game, borrowed it for at least maybe 2 or 3 months, then I got Thousand Year Door back. And I got his copy of March of the Minis back. I thought all the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games after the one on GBA, they're alright, but to be honest, I'd rather prefer the GBA game over these other puzzle kind of platforming, but not really, because you're just controlling controlling where the toy Marios are going. I played the second game, and then there's another one on the DSi where just download only on the DSi. I also played that version as well. It didn't really gel well with the rest of the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games. Not really a toy playing as a toy, controlling the toy Marios that much. Anyways, we're just getting right through all these games. In 2019, that's when I played my next Donkey Kong game. At that time, I had here's my new 2DS XL. Got with all the accessories, the screensavers, and then this grip that I thought that would help me be more comfortable with my my hands, but kind of took some of the stems off. I don't know what with DSs, but they're really difficult to play comfortably for a long time, unless if it's say a Pokemon game or maybe a Mario Party DS. Any action games where I have to put in a lot more button commands, then I always had a rough time playing DS games extensively. Anyways, getting into this 2019 3DS game that I played. It was Donkey Kong Country Returns for the 3DS, re-release there. I'm still in the process of playing that game, but I do need to get back to playing that, because that and the original Donkey Kong Country trilogy outside of 3, those are games I owe it to myself to spend some time and complete those games. And of course, I briefly mentioned that's 2019. The year after that, though, in 2020, I briefly mentioned this, Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Finally got around to playing that. I think I haven't completed that game quite yet. Did get pretty far in that, though. That's pretty much it, though. Donkey Kong got a lot of games that I should play and or finish, and kind of sort of have my word on that. One day I will get back to finishing those games. But for now, we're going to call it a part here. Thank you guys for watching. Alternative Programming, Episode 2. Episode 3 is going to be the first compilation. Is that the right word to use? Of some franchises, because the next few won't take me too long to give my retrospect on, because it's next up is the Zelda franchise, Metroid, and Yoshi. To be honest, I don't think I have any I don't think I've completed any games from any of those franchises. Actually, there's this one game from Zelda that I did complete, but outside the others, nah. But I'll just I still have some stuff to talk about with those 3 franchises. You guys will hear that next time. So, thank you guys for watching. If I didn't say that already, I'll see you next time.